Billy Duffy asked, is it OK for Donald Trump to have tanks in Washington to celebrate the 4th of July? Again, a bit of theatre.
Yes.
Appealing to the base. Donald Trump held an Independence Day parade overnight called A Salute to America, which, as you can see from this picture, saw tanks mingling with people.
I mean, worryingly, the tanks are pointing at people.
It's kind of a weird occasion. It's supposed to be like a happy celebration, and they bring all this, like, instruments of war out. It's like, you know, you don't turn up with a rocket launcher at a christening, do you?
He knows exactly.
It's a lovely occasion. Don't mind this.
He knows exactly what he's doing, doesn't he? And as silly as we find it, there's millions of Americans who are looking at that and saying that's what we should have more of.
Yes.
And you know, make America great again. So I just find it ironic that he was giving Kim Jong-un a hard time and calling him Little Rocket Man.
Yeah.
Which that, I guess makes Trump Tank Girl. 90s film reference.
Yeah.
Thank you. Applause. Love it. I mean, Trump is getting closer and closer to Kim Jong-un every day. On the upside, that may mean we're only 3 weeks away from Jared Kushner being fed to dogs. So, like, you know, might be an upside.
That would be a nice
They
bonus.
love all these Independence Day things, though, don't they? I mean, it's like an ex, isn't it, who can't get over you. Gives you a shout-out on social media. Like, yeah, I'm over you, Britain. Don't worry, I've got a tank. You're clearly not over me. You've got a tank. we don't mourn on the 4th of July. Go, oh, when we lost America. We've moved on. When are they just going to move on?
There was a weird moment because Donald Trump gave this long speech about the war, the Revolutionary War, and breaking away and all of that kind of stuff. But he referred to a battle in 1775 in which, according to him, the US Army took over the airports. Which is kind of incredible since air travel wasn't invented for another 120-odd years.
OK, I'm going to pick you up on that. Air travel existed from 1783 in balloons. So I think you might be underestimating Trump again. He may have access... I think he's got access to secret government data that suggests... Because it would have been 1776, the war, 8 years before balloon flight was invented, but maybe he has secret files that suggest it happened earlier. They were balloon airports.
Wow.
So you're telling me that he watched Up and went...
So there were possibly people on the battlefield going, oh, my God, it's a balloon bombing raid. We've got 4 weeks to get away.
It's so beautiful as well. So romantic.
I mean, is it weird living in America watching all of this going on at the moment,
Yeah,
Jess?
I mean, it's crazy. The 4th of July thing, though, is crazy to me because, as far as I can see, it's just sort of celebrating, like, beer, barbecues, like, singing, drunk, sunburn. So basically they celebrate their independence from Britain by behaving like the British.
Well, that's the thing. He spent most of his speech talking about, you know, beating the British, the war that they won against you guys, and then claimed America invented the telephone.
Oh, yeah.
Which, I know, Alexander Graham Bell was Scottish and invented the phone in Canada, but still, that doesn't make it American. So, look, tonight, we are going to end our show with a massive 5th of July parade. Oh. Yeah, you know what? We are going to celebrate a number of great British achievements that took place on this day in history. Because that's the thing about Britain. You can just take any day at random, and Britain will have had, like, half a dozen amazing things that happened on that day. So that's how we're going to end the show tonight. But right now, after a week in which an American footballer mocked the English and an American president rolled out tanks, we would like to unveil our own 5th of July parade, celebrating some monumental great British events that genuinely took place on this day in history. Take it away! On the 5th of July, 1687, Sir Isaac Newton published his mathematical principles of natural philosophy, which I'm told were quite important. On the 5th of July 1948, the National Health Service Act created the NHS. On the 5th of July 1954, the BBC broadcast its first televised news bulletin. Later that evening, it received its first complaint about being biased. On the 5th of July 1841, Thomas Cook organised the first ever package holiday from Leicester to Loughborough. They would have gone to an airport, but they hadn't been built yet. On the 5th of July 1996, Dolly the sheep was the first mammal to be cloned from an adult cell. On the 5th of July 1996, Dolly the sheep was the first mammal to be cloned from an adult cell. And finally, since Donald Trump is claiming the invention of the telephone, we're going to claim the invention of something American that became a cornerstone of British culture. On the 5th of July 1937, Spam was formally introduced to the market by the Hormel Foods Corporation. You can keep your tea, America. We've got your tins. Thanks for watching The Last Leg. My name's Adam Hills. See you next week for the next leg. Happy 5th of July, everybody. Met her afterwards. She was lovely.
She's lovely. She's
she
great.
said, "Here's my card if you ever need a one-legged stripper."
Have you got that card?
What was great was watching Alex on the red carpet.
This girl went to me, oh, Alex, can you sign this for me? And then she went, actually, can you sign this?